I find this fascinating because people are treating it like it's a big reveal. Like, oh, look what we discovered. The European Union is trying to censor the internet. And it's not just within the European Union, it's global. Oh, goodness gracious. Did people genuinely not know this? But yeah, okay. So Mario Nawala is tweeting saying that Google held 34 meetings with top German government officials to discuss suppressing hate speech and disinformation online. Most were confidential and some were deemed not suitable for public knowledge. So again, fascinating, right? Like we censor in order to protect the public, but the public can't know what we're protecting them for. We're going to censor hate speech and disinformation, but we're not going to allow the public to know what that is. What it is blasphemy laws, pretty much, right? Like the blasphemy laws didn't protect actual Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ does not need protection from blasphemy, right? But it protects the actual clergy. Now that is in a religious sense. In a neoliberal sense, well, it protects the politician, it protects the bureaucrats, it protects the establishment. It doesn't actually protect the minorities. Like, the minorities are the vector. They're the reason why this exists. But in reality, they do not want to lose their seats, right? Like, they do not want the opposition party, like the AFD, for instance, to win. How do you win in a democratic system? Well, you win by engaging with people, by having dialogue, by talking with them. By suppressing the dialogue, you make sure that the opposition doesn't win. Now, due to the fact that, as we've noticed, more and more people spend more and more time at home, and so the internet is now actually more predominant than people going out and talking and discussing at a bar, then censoring the internet is actually more important than censoring the telephone company, right? Like, most people don't even use landline phones anymore, or even censoring the papers. Like, most people read online. And so if you can get Google to censor on its search engine, if you can get ChatGPT to censor the results, you get a lot of power in a democratic system. Now, if you want to know just how much Germany censors, you can do this, and I don't know if they fixed it or not, but I did try it 2 months ago, and it was still a thing. Ask ChatGPT to tell you 10 positive things about the SPD. It's a German party. It will tell you. Ask them to tell you 10 positive things about the CDU. It will tell you. Ask them to tell you 10 positive things about the Greens, Antifa, the left, like any type of party you want. It will tell you. Now ask them to tell you 10 positive things about the AFD. The AFD is an extremist party, blah, blah, blah. Now here's my question. Like, do you think that this is what the AI came to the conclusion by itself? Like, of course not, right? It's like the company was probably pressured by the German government in order to make sure that they don't have like positive things said about the AFD. And this is global, right? Like, I'm from Romania. I'm not even a German. And yet, this is the answer that I get. If you're from Japan and you're using ChatGPT, like, you're not from Germany, right? And again, the AFD is the second biggest party in Germany. It may even become the first biggest party. But this is how the Germans do democracy. And in order to censor, they're not censoring locally. They're censoring at the entire global level. So when you use Twitter, when you use Google, when you use Facebook, when you use any of the major social media websites, the European Union forces the algorithm to lean towards the establishment of the European Union. And so it doesn't matter if you're from America and you have free speech or whatnot. The European laws apply. Now, what I found interesting is, like, I was watching the news and I think they were talking about an Eastern European nation. And again, like, the European Union makes it clear, if they vote pro-EU is democracy. If they vote pro-Russia, it's Russian interference. And it's like, okay, I mean, that's an interesting thing. But you can notice that this is pretty much how they do it everywhere, right? Like, in Eastern Europe, if the pro-EU candidate wins, it's democracy. If the and people taking their country back. If the other candidate wins, it's corruption, it's Russian interference. In the West, if the pro-EU candidate wins, it's democracy, you know, we dodged the bullet. If the other candidate wins, it's racism, extremism, the far right, the fascists have won. Like, notice how politics aren't anymore about various choices or policies. They're treated as existential things. It's either like the pro-EU wins in perpetuity, or else calamity, disaster, the loss of human rights. And so with this mentality, that's how they approach Google. That's how they approach when they legislate under the Digital Service Act, so on and so forth. Now, here's the interesting part. Why is Google, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other companies playing along? Well, in order to comply, it's extremely expensive, right? Like, if you were to make a forum yourself and you have, I don't know, even 20,000 people using the forum, right? Maybe a Discord server. There are Discord servers that are that big. What ends up happening is that every single person is going to start tweeting and posting. And you have to like now just go post by post to see if anyone is pushing something that the EU doesn't want to push. It costs a lot of money, right? Now scale that to 10 million to 100 million and you would see that very few companies around the world can afford the moderation and can afford to have the technology required in order to basically kiss the ass of some politicians at Brussels. So like companies like this, because they shut down all of their competition. And we saw that happen already. I mean, there was this company, BitChute, and it started, I believe, in the UK, right? Ireland. But they had to move. They had to move because like the cost of compliance was too expensive. It's not that they didn't necessarily want to comply with some of the demands, but it's the fact that it was so expensive, they genuinely had to reconsider operating in the UK because it's by design. Like it's literally made so that Google, Facebook doesn't have competition. And when you look at how Google and Facebook make money, they do not make money by selling free speech, right? Like they do not make money by selling genuine search engine that actually finds what you want. No, they sell money by pleasing the advertisers. And so if they crack down on free speech, it doesn't really affect them. As a matter of fact, Elon Musk has more free speech than any other platform. And do people appreciate that? Like, do we see, Elon Musk being elevated and people saying, well, I mean, obviously X is a lot better than all of the others? No, right? They're not doing that. And so the incentive is not to actually promote free speech. And right-wingers themselves don't seem to care. I mean, the MAGA movement in the United States, right? They don't really seem to care, which is interesting because they're not actively censoring, from what I can see. Like, they're not trying to get social media to censor on behalf of MAGA. Like, I haven't seen leftists getting banned the same way that right-wingers were getting banned during Jack Dorsey, right? Or scandals like the laptop from Hunter Biden getting suppressed. But they are going to find out. Like, they keep talking about interference in elections by foreign governments. I want people to remember that before Donald Trump got reelected, there was the guy from the European Union. I forgot his name. But he was freaking the fuck out that Elon Musk is interviewing Donald Trump. So, like, the European Union was freaking the fuck out that an American citizen, Elon Musk, is interviewing an American presidential candidate, Donald Trump, for the American audience, right? And he was freaking out because, well, what if Donald Trump says something that upsets the European Union, right? Like, a citizen from the EU will see that interview and he can become radicalized. And this is their mentality. This is literally what they're doing. So, like, again, I don't know why people are shocked after we already saw that event. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, we'll see each other in the comment section. Take care.